is all his fault? Absolutely. I agree. He is very whiny.
Tanya, I take full accountability, and I'm sorry for how I've been reacting to you this morning. Yes, you are correct. You have done nothing verbally. Like, you have not threatened me. You have not physically touched me. But psychological and emotional abuse is a real thing. And I feel very emotionally, I feel very hurt and offended when I'm trying to set healthy boundaries so that we can stop doing this on camera. Healthy coping things. So for me, when I am doing something already online, I cannot just destroy this live stream and act like it didn't exist. I can't do that. Because you know what that looks like? Makes it look like I have something to hide. I have nothing to hide at this point. Second thing, when I say, please leave me alone, please respect that, because I'm already high-strung as it is over the milk, which I still don't understand how we went from the milk to this. Okay.
Ask what you're doing, you refuse to answer.
Tanya asked what he was doing, and he refused to answer. That is what caused this fight over titty milk.
Because I really don't like it when you interrogate me. That's interrogate. It feels like I'm being interrogated. How do I even... Okay, so there's times where you're doing things a certain way. And... Oh, the car. Okay, perfect. You told me to do this next time. So we were in the car recently, if you remember, and you were in the back with the baby, and you were doing. I don't remember the exact details, but you were doing something with the baby, and I asked you what you were doing. Do you remember what you said?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. You said you. Yep. It was one of the her doctor's appointments, and you were doing something in the back, and I asked you what you were doing, and you said, "Can you just trust me?" And then I remind you that this is the type of stuff you do to me all the time, and you go,
how to get spotted up to 200 Loz. Apply for a Chime checking account. Install the app.
Well, next time I do it, show me. So this is me showing you.
What did I end up doing?
Well, maybe not react the way I'm reacting right now, for damn sure. But you definitely, well, that's because I didn't push the matter.
What did I end up doing to the baby? What was I doing?
I cannot remember what you were doing. I just remember there was a situation just like this. He told me to remind you.
He can't even remember what the situation, but he just used this whole analogy of like, remember that time we were in the car and you told me to oh my god, this guy is so dumb.
Okay. Feeding her.
Hi, Rep. Did you see that Nusion's spouse is back online? They have a new name and weird ass podcast. I would love to review the podcast, but the thing is, I'm not going to pay money to access the podcast. So if you would like me to react to to Onision's husband's podcast, you need to pay them money and then send it to me.
I definitely will.
And then I'll respond to it and make a video, make it into a video. Otherwise, because I'm not paying my own money for that podcast, it's not going to happen.
I'll do it if I get tips.
I think.
I don't even respond myself.
You were doing it a certain way, and I was asking why you were doing it that way. It doesn't matter, remember or not at this point. Okay, whatever. So here's the thing. What I did to you that day, instead of doing what you just did to me, I said, okay, and I mind my own business.
Well, I didn't have to.
Yes, I did. Because that's a responsible. Yes. But I didn't feel this obsessive need to be right or obsessive need to know every little thing. I hate to say it like this, but it's true. You have control issues. You have to control every little thing.
She has control issues?
Okay. Have I put our daughter in danger ever?
That's a good sign. Let me look it up.
Have I ever put our daughter in harm's way?
Not yet.
Not ever. So if I don't put our daughters in harm's way, I'm literally really upset. So I literally putting her down because I am not going to be angry and hold her. The fact that I have tried to protect her multiple times for you in certain situations, which we will not talk about online.
He's tried to protect the baby from Tanya multiple times, but he won't talk about it online. Okay, what is that? He's being vague. Is that like postpartum? That's what he's trying to reference?
Shows that I have her best interest at heart, right? So here's my question. If I'm literally getting the diaper bag ready, which is right in front of you, and I'm literally getting everything prepared, knowing full well that the milk's not going to melt instantly in the bag, Don't you think there's a reason behind that? And so this is why I didn't want to explain this, because I didn't want to take 5 minutes of explaining every little
I don't want it to be you. I'm not you. I don't make assumptions. I ask questions.
No, I just trust that I know you know what you're doing, and I trust you because I believe in you. I feel like when you do that, you do not believe in me, and you do not trust me to do the right thing.
Yeah, I've been looking out for
Even
my
though I have
cat
done
while
it
I am.
time and time again, I've proved
Good
more and more
boy
and more
for
times,
making sure
more
that
times
you're
than once,
saying
that I'm
to
more than
yourself.
capable of
That's a
having your
good
back.
boy behavior.
You said yourself, I can't do it all. Just yesterday, because I do it all.
Good, great boy.
And
it
you're
was
550
small,
Good, great
joules.
boy. I can see the sparkle in your eye. That's beautiful.
In that moment, I was more focused on toast and making sure I get back here on time because I put myself on a timer with
I just
OBS.
want to love you every day.
So I wasn't really caring about over-explaining why I was
I'm
putting
gonna
the
love
milk
you every
inside
day
a
of my
bag
life.
prematurely and leaving it in the freezer to keep it cold until Beth comes.
I'm literally gonna love you every
Okay,
day
I'm
of
sorry
my
for not doing
life.
that.
I'm gonna
But at the
help
time,
you
that's not what
feel
my brain was doing.
good, feel loved, feel beautiful.
What made it
feel
worse
handsome.
was when I said, hey,
You're my
please trust
whole
me with
little
this.
world. My whole world. You're actually my
And you continued. And you continued.
Thank
And then when you
for being
overstimulated
nice to
me.
I don't have to give it.
Okay.
I wasn't willing to.
Okay. Okay. And then you can take care of the milk from now on. If that's how you feel, you don't trust me to take care of the milk, then you can take care of the milk. Period. I mean, if you're not going to trust me, then why should I do anything for you?
I can't trust that you can't communicate.
I do communicate. I did communicate. I do know this. At one point, before I told you you need to trust me, I literally told you I'm preparing the bag for Beth.
Yeah.
And you were getting upset because you assumed, instead of asking me what my intentions were,
I did
you
ask what
assumed
your
that I was going to put the bag in that bag immediately.
I did ask what your intention was. That's the whole point.
No, you didn't. You didn't ask. You didn't say any question. You simply just said,
I opened with the question.
okay, you literally...
What are you doing with that milk? Talk to me.
No.
Tell me what you're doing with that milk.
And I told you I was getting it ready for Beth.
That tells me nothing.
Yes, it does. It tells you everything you need to know.
Not really.
Yes, it does.
That's the most vaguest statement you could come
Okay,
up
I'm vague. I'm sorry. I'm vague sometimes when it comes to stuff like that. I don't give a fuck.
I just remember holding my head being like, how are we so reactive?
Deal with it.
I know you don't care. What else don't you care? Let's add it to the hundreds of things you also don't care about.
Because I'm not going to over-explain it to you or anyone anymore. Every little thing I do. This is why I have a problem with oversharing, by the way.
I'm asking you to tell me.
Yeah. So, no. I am not going to judge. I'm not going to over-explain, and I'm not going to justify why I am doing whatever it takes to take care of our daughter.
Again, I'm asking for an over as a person.
And I said no. I bluntly said no.
I'm going to say yes.
Too bad.
Too good.
I'm just gonna get the main bulk.
I'm not doing
of
that
this,
anymore.
Because 3 hours is a lot for
If
me.
I was in this situation and I was dealing with a firebat,
I
I
know I
would just
streamed 3
completely
hours,
just
but
disconnect
I
and I
try
would go
my
out in my
best
car
not
and
to
drive. I
be-
would take my dog to the park
keep
or
my, I
something.
wanna
I
keep
would
my
not.
frames good.
I would not be able to sit in the same room and have this type of conversation for as long as they have had. I would not be able to do it. I couldn't do it. I have a very large amount. I'm very good. I have a very large amount of patience with people, but like this type of arguing is such a waste of time.
And this is wow. Okay, is this a manipulation tactic that people use on people? Like doing this whole copy and paste, like copying me?
I wasn't copying you. I was saying the exact opposite of what you were saying.
Yeah, you're saying something to get me pissed off.
I'm not saying anything that you're saying.
This is even worse than me interrupting. Honestly, if I had to pick between you interrupting and you mocking me by saying the opposite, I feel very disrespected.
I'm not saying what you're saying.
Okay, so what were you doing? Then tell me your intention. What was your intention with the mocking you just
all
had?
the time. I copy you to diffuse a situation, but you're not receptive to it when I actually.
I am most of the time, just not when I'm already pretty high-heated. It's inappropriate.
That's what diffusing means.
Oh.
You take a high-heated-
I'm also emotionally intelligent, which means I know when to use it.
You are not emotionally intelligent. Don't up yourself that high of level.
Yeah, because at this point, I don't care anymore. You just want to be right. That's all this is about. It's always been about who's right, who's wrong, and I'm done.
He's pretending he doesn't know. He's pretending he doesn't know what manipulation is while doing it. No, exactly. Well, I think they're so stupid they don't even know what manipulation is when they're doing it.
Situation is to take it from a high point to a low point.
Okay.
Once you're at that low point, there's no point in diffusing anything,
Mhm.
is there?
I love how beginning of this video I said I need space, and you still haven't given me my space, so I can calm down and talk about this more reasonably. But since I'm forced to talk about this, I can't leave, because if I leave, they're going to think I have something to hide. So I can't leave.
Can't let you not-
So I'm stuck in this chair until we resolve this problem.
Sounds like a personal choice.
It is a very personal choice, because at this point, I'm sick and tired
Tanya, sounds like a personal
of people
choice.
accusing me of hiding things. So,
The whole point of I'm just using your diffusing tactics that you used on me for a long time.
yeah, so here's the thing. When you're emotionally a dum-dum, it's really easy to use stuff like that because it works on you. But someone who isn't emotionally dum-dum, it doesn't work. In fact, it comes
Oh
across
my
as very
God.
highly offensive.
Then why would you use it
It's
on
not
me?
really highly
Because it
offensive
works.
when you're a dum-dum.
Why does
I have to use whatever tools I can use to get you to calm down.
Okay, why does it not work on you?
Because I'm not you.
Okay, then why would you set that example? You literally set that example. You said your father set that example. So clearly it did work on you at some point.
That's not what I said. I never said that. When I said my father does that, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the other thing we were talking about in that conversation, was where he takes a serious situation and makes fun of it.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm literally doing.
That's not healthy, and I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to change those behaviors, okay?
Make up your damn mind.
Make up your damn mind, Tanya
How
says.
situations are supposed to be diffused then?
Damn. Almost fell.
Apparently me. Apparently I have to control every little thing, including diffusing situations.
Hashtag
I see
Team
a comment. I
Tanya.
gotta side with Tanya here. When dealing with the baby, you need to be very clear and concise. Okay. No. There are times where I have a bunch of other things on my plate. Like this morning, I have the baby bag to prepare. I have to take care of the baby. I was going to let you sleep so I can take care of the baby while you're sleeping. So you can get the needed sleep you need this morning, plus some extra so Beth is taking care of this morning. I was going to go take care of my OBS stuff for this morning because I was hoping maybe to spend the rest of the day, after making that great speech about commentary channels, doing some fun stuff for a couple hours while you're sleeping. I appreciate you saying that, though.
Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the younger generation.
I made my first million last year, actually.
What line of work are you in?
I'm in sales.
Okay, what's the best advice you can give someone that's in sales?
You're only as good as your sales reps and your CRM.
What CRM do you use?
We used to use one of the old legacy CRMs, but it just didn't give us the speed and agility that we needed. But then we switched to Monday CRM and sales started flying.
Why is the CRM so important?
Well, no specific CRM can make you a millionaire, but if you want to move fast in today's world, you need a CRM that doesn't hold you back. Monday CRM propels you forward. Instead of spending time messing around with old systems, you can invest in relationships, in cultivating leads, and in closing deals.
One last piece of advice for our viewers.
Make sure you have the right tools for your journey. If not, stop now, find the right CRM. For me, that's Monday CRM. Then move forward and nothing can stop you.
Thank you very much, sir.
No problem.
Search has changed. Stay ahead with SEMrush One, uniting traditional SEO and AI search tools, all in one place. Measure and grow everywhere you're discovered. Spot competitive gaps and audit for AI readiness. One solution to win every search.
Just real loud and clear. Now, the bottom line is my wife has control issues. She's always had control issues. And when I literally tell her, hey, okay, there's times where I have explained things in the past. It still brings up a fight. So for me, it's a trauma response at this point. I don't want to talk about it because every time I try to talk about it, this is what happens. Except when I try to explain things, you don't want to hear it. And in fact, at one point, I wish I recorded this, but at one point I'm literally trying to explain to her why I'm doing it with milk, and instead of listening, she just interrupts the entire time. Do you agree that you were interrupting me when I was trying to talk while I was over there at the fridge before I slammed the door? Yes, I do. I do agree that's what happened.
Oh, firebat's a door slammer. I mean, that doesn't really surprise me too much, but I hate door slammers. Fun fact about me, not that it really matters, but one of my biggest personal triggers is door slamming. When I hear a door slam, like if somebody was here and they slammed my door and they were mad, I would literally, genuinely, I get fucking triggered and I go in like a fight or flight, and I get like an anxiety attack, like panic just overrushes me. Because back in the day, years back, I was in a very bad relationship, and in that relationship, one of the biggest things, they broke the door handle and they cracked the door frame because anytime there was any sort of disagreement on things, they would slam doors, and I'm very jumpy with sounds. So loud sounds will naturally make me jump, and it got to a point, anytime she would slam a door, I knew there was a problem and there was a fight, and I would always try to fix it and resolve it and do anything I could, but there was no fixing it though. And it would happen almost every fucking day, and it would scare the fuck out of me. Door slamming. Don't door slam, Firebat. You're gonna wake up your kid who's asleep.
Hmm?
You were retaliating in turn?
Yep, my retaliation was me getting more and more angry and slamming the door.
Okay.
That was my retaliation, slamming the fridge door.
Well, you had to flip your own vest, so who did you actually hurt?
It wasn't about hurting you, it was about me.
It's not really a retaliation if you're the only one that has to suffer the consequences.
Okay. Okay.
It's not retaliation if you're the only person who has to suffer the consequence of something you did. That's what Janya just said. God, she is so much smarter than Firebat realizes.
If anyone saw anything,
But then I never retaliated in that case. In that case, if anything, I
deal with a lot
retaliated
of
against
personal
Fridge.
issues,
Because I was getting
so I'm
frustrated
setting it
because I
up.
was trying to tell you what you wanted to hear or know, and you wouldn't let me. And that's why I don't like explaining things to you, because you do not care about the answer.
I was more concerned at that point about why you were so resistant in the first place.
I literally just told you why. See, that's why.
Internet,
I
it's
just
let me
told you why.
see.
That was me talking.
The KBS
And I told you
is
a few minutes
low.
later, it took you less
on
time.
my-
It took
okay,
you less
there we
time
go.
to
It's getting-
ask
it's
questions
kind of
to get comfortable
fluctuating.
about the fact that there was a question.
Okay, I literally just told you the reason why I don't like over explaining things to you is because in the past, when I have explained things to you, you do exactly what you did earlier. Interrupt me, don't let me finish, tell me how I'm wrong for whatever idea I have. Literally doing all the things you say your dad did to you. And you take it out on me.
From him or something. What? That's crazy.
And you don't even want to apologize for that whatsoever. Just like all the other times. Until you're breaking down in tears and you left alone for a couple of hours and you go, oh, I'm sorry for treating you like garbage.
I'm not gonna apologize if you're just gonna threaten to divorce me every time I freaking try to talk to you.
That wasn't a threat. I genuinely want to. I would love to, again, as I said earlier in this video, I would love to, but here's the thing. I have a little girl that I need to take care of.
If it's not a threat, then what is it?
It's me trying to convey how much I'm hurting right now.
Okay?
I'm sorry that I'm terrible with threatening like that. I'm sorry that I even said that in the first place. But when I say things like that, it's because I'm trying to convey to you how I'm feeling right now.
Okay?
I feel like divorcing you.
Okay?
I feel unheard, unloved, unseen. I feel disrespected because I try to set a healthy boundary. I know I'm getting overwhelmed. And I literally, multiple times, over here, said, hey, can you please leave me alone? Can you please leave me alone? Let me get kind of like my thoughts and I'll talk about this when I'm calm. And since you pushed the matter, you have poked the bear to the point where I'm getting angry. Is that okay behavior? Do you believe that's okay behavior? Yes or no?
I feel like I do, but I didn't.
Okay, not okay behavior. I am sick and tired of trying to set healthy boundaries with you, and you violate every single healthy boundary I have.
Yep.
Let's see. Tony starts her new job tomorrow. Leaving her baby is the worst. Okay, she doesn't start tomorrow. Starts Wednesday.
so-
but I understand what you're trying to say there. We're
I
feeling
know
the
a lot
growth
of
for a
people
new
like
mother.
are
Trust
just
me,
wondering why I haven't
I
said
know.
too much.
Also,
I
she
just
may be
can't
struggling
think of
with
a
the
lot of
balance
things at
hormones
the
after birth
moment, so I'm a bit
so I'm gonna
slow
just call BS on
sometimes
that.
to kind
So
of
she-
respond to
Oh,
certain
you're gonna
things.
call BS on the fact that your wife is still breastfeeding and she has a increase.
I'm launching my website, but I need the right name. You can purchase what's available on Wix Domains. Wix Domains shows you URLs still available, like a mag.net for single studs. That sounds scalable. Find your domain. I'll find my
Sometimes
domain.
it depends, but
How about
sometimes
the
I'm quick with it.
childspose.com?
Sometimes I want to process it first.
Of hormones in order to breastfeed. You're gonna call bullshit on that? Because clearly you know all about being a woman, right?
She does not have the. She already went to the doctors just a couple days ago, and they confirmed that she's actually healing up really well, emotionally and physically from it. So it has nothing to do with that. This has everything to do with Dwayne. Everything to do with him. Ever since he came back on the web, you have been acting like this.
Acting like what? What have I been doing today?
Truth be told, I don't know how to explain it.
Today other than interrupt you many times?
Again.
What have I done to you today other than interrupt you many
Okay,
times?
you just point one, interrupting. That's not okay. Two, when I've asked for space, not giving it. Respecting boundaries. That's a big one. That's actually something that pisses me off more than anything else. When I do need something done, you don't respect it. 3, when I have tried to defuse the situation multiple times, you're not receptive to it. And you know what? That's more on you than on me. I'm just trying to do my best here, despite the fact that I'm doing terrible this morning. 4,
No. It's all like the same problems. I try to diffuse it too, by not yelling at you and making it worse. You're not receptive to that either.
no, you're acting for the camera is what you're doing.
Acting like anything.
Yes, you are.
I'm not an
Okay.
actress because I'm a
All right.
fucking liar.
Okay. Let me turn off the camera and turn everything off.
Okay? These are the things that I would have done no matter what.
No.
Because you know I'm also just as capable of yelling on camera.
No, because at this point, the only way I can hold you accountable and make sure my butt is covered with your abusiveness is to control your ass with this. Which is not okay, by the way. I don't even feel comfortable even doing this.
Yeah, no, normal people don't do that. You could literally, if you wanted to like record a conversation of somebody fighting, right? You could have your cell phone like this, and you could have it here and just record the conversation like that. Live streaming it is not needed to document abuse. Like you can literally record and document abuse if abuse is actually happening in so many different ways. Live streaming it with your child and holding your baby and screaming is not necessary. And this, and look, and nobody's buying this crock of shit, Firebait, that you're being abused. Nobody's buying that shit.
Yeah, well, you admitted yourself multiple times off camera that you feel like a fool every time I do it. Because you are a fool.
You know I am just as capable of yelling on camera as I am not. Which is what I said. But you were too busy listening to sound of your own voice to hear that.
Thanks, I did hear that, but nice try. Unlike you, I can actually somewhat hear you. Especially when I'm already pissed and angry.
6-0-3-5. Oh, you're listening now? By the way, all that stuff I said over there was gibberish. Which means you don't listen to what I have to say when you're talking.
Actually, I do, and it made me more pissed.
Then what? Tell me what numbers I listed. Or whose numbers, I should say.
Okay. Made me more pissed. Because instead of trying to talk and tell me whatever you're trying to interrupt me with, these guys are interrupting me just with numbers, just to piss me off. This is a manipulate. Okay. Okay, let's do some more research. Let's see if it's manipulative to over talk someone. Okay, let's see what's.
Firebat started this argument with saying, "What the fuck do you want?" Exactly. When this live stream started, she asked him a question. He throws the headset off and asks, "What the fuck do you want?" Everything has a starting point, and it started with Firebat because she asked a question.
Manipulative behavior during fighting that's not okay, like interrupting. Interrupting. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here with this. What's working?
Using Google again.
Like I would rather be doing something else. Manipulative fighting behavior, such as consistently interrupting, are designed to shift power and avoid accountability, and silence you. That's what you've been doing to me all fucking morning. You've been trying to silence me while I'm trying to talk. See, there you go. There you go again. You're not taking accountability for anything you've done this morning, and you're doing the very thing this thing's saying. Recognizing these destructive tactics is the first step towards protecting your emotional well-being and establishing healthy boundaries in your relationship, which is something I've been trying to do, by the way.
If you want to eat
Actually,
healthy, don't add.
Clearly it does because you're pissing me
Don't
off
add
more
what
and more.
Amberlyn Reed adds. Just basically,
Okay,
if you
cool.
want to eat healthy, don't do what Amberlyn Reed does.
But I
Just
sure feel like
eat
it. And the
a
reason I'm not
healthy
because I won't be
amount,
silenced anymore.
Move a lot.
What
and you'll
did
be
Tanya
fine.
even ask him? She asked him what he was doing with the milk. He was packing up. I guess somebody was came over that same day to pick up them or their kid or whatever, or something. I don't know. And he was packing up the bags of her breast milk that he was putting together. And she asked him like what he was doing. What was he doing?
I got one challenge for you. Try Whisper Flow once. One time. And I promise you'll understand why I haven't typed a full sentence in 6 months. Next time you open ChatGPT, don't type your prompt. Just talk it out. And I mean,
No, I'd
through
rather
Whisper
actually
Flow,
do the
not
work.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, I'd
And that's
rather
what
do the
set this
work
whole
instead of being
thing off.
stupid.
I'm dead ass, dude. Like it is that juvenile.
Writing it yourself.
I would have committed
is
suicide
much
already
better.
if I was in a relationship like this. I would not be able to survive those types of petty arguments. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I care about so little these days that like somebody trying to argue over what I was doing over a bag of like somebody asks me what I'm doing, I'll be like, this is what I'm doing. Why do you try to create an argument out of that? Like, it's so petty and just worthless. The amount of energy that it sucks out of you to have these types of conversations is astronomical. I remember anytime in my own last abusive relationship I was in, like every fight, it would take like 2 days for me to just mentally recharge after, because I would feel so mentally exhausted. It's mentally exhausting to deal with this type of shit every day.
Because you know if because you know what pisses me off.
I'm not doing it to piss you off.
Oh, why else would you do it?
Because I'm a jerk.
Well, what do jerks do?
Jerk people around.
Oh, which is in order to piss them off. So congratulations, you're mostly retarded. Yeah, I'll keep calling you. You're a fucking retard. Retard. I can do this all fucking day. You're a fucking retard. I'm sick and tired of saying your ass every single time. Because you're incapable of controlling your own fucking emotions.
Assume I've never gone on camera when you know I have.
Yeah.
So.
And you feel like a fucking goddamn
I'm not
fool.
saying I'm perfect in any situation. I've made a lot of mistakes.
God, I wish I was smoking with you, Wallflower. I wish I could smoke.
Smoking is good.
Except right now you are. And I'm really feeling unloved. You can, again, as I already said, you can be abusive with words and actions. Okay, let's look up abuse with words. Can you be abusive with words without yelling or screaming or name calling?
Freaking boys all about
Ooh,
lives.
natural
Like,
demonic
what's that
violence support.
color
Wow, that's the
revenge?
first thing that comes up.
Did you get
Real
drip?
abuse in marriage, form and effects. Blaming, cause the victim to believe they are responsible for the abusive behavior. Ooh, this looks like actual helpful stuff. So, key takeaways. Verbal abuse involves using words to control, demean, or manipulate another person. Nowhere in this does it say that it is yelling or screaming. Words. The words you are using are very manipulative and very, very much abusive. Yeah, because I'm getting pissed. Okay, this is how I know you're being manipulative, because I'm getting pissed at it. If you weren't being manipulative, I wouldn't be pissed about it.
So anytime somebody gets mad at something, if firebait gets mad, therefore they're being manipulated by default. That is what they're saying right now. If they feel a certain type of way, no matter what, that means the person who is making them feel that way, even though it could just be somebody like saying, "Hi, how are you?" If they feel like that's a manipulative, or they get upset by that, they're being manipulative. That is some crazy mental gymnastics with that.
Why would he get pissed?
Their feeling dictates the abuse somebody else, or lack of, gives towards them.
About you being manipulative. Okay, moving on. It can take many forms, including. Yep. Yep. Cool.
Weaponized therapy speech is crazy.
Cool.
Yep.
You don't get to decide what's manipulative and what's not. I'm the one on the receiving end of it.
But I'm not manipulating you to do anything.
Okay, cool. It can take many forms, including criticisms, gaslighting, name calling, yelling, and subtle put downs. Okay. I mean, abusive this morning. Okay, I want to try to work on that this morning. Recognizing verbal abuse includes noticing consistent patterns of disrespect, humiliation, and control, which I'm trying to address right here, right now, since you clearly don't want me to calm down and talk about this later. So we're just going to go through this, and we're going to work on ourselves this morning with verbal abuse. We're going to work through this together, and I'm going to take accountability for things I'm doing wrong. Verbal abuse is a form of emotional abuse that uses words to dominate, ridicule, manipulate, and degrade, often to maintain power over someone. This type of abusive can involve overt reactions like yelling and name calling, but it can also take subtle forms that are harder to recognize, such as guilt tripping, sarcasm, and consistent criticism, which has been going on, by the way, for the past 3 days. Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards addressing verbal abuse in a relationship. So let me start off with just saying this. It was not okay for me how I treated you earlier.
Do you realize how much money this will save us?
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app with Base 44. Look, it pulls all our expenses into one place and breaks down spending by team.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Nina can't code.
Interesting. Can it generate reports?
It can now.
Nice. That's actually pretty good. If you're going for generic.
How about now?
Oh, that's much better. What about all of our files?
It's already connected to our drive and our mail and Slack.
You gotta send this to finance.
Interesting. But it needs editing permission by department.
Sure. Anything else?
Can this thing process invoices?
Can it show cost growth by category?
Is it password protected? Can it track spending trends?
Only can auto flag overspending.
Done.
Nice.
Introducing Grammarly, like you've never seen before. Your all-in-one writing essential. Today, we're checking out Proofreader, a gem of a tool for notes, proposals, emails, and everything in between. Proofreader goes beyond just spelling and grammar. It helps elevate your writing by refining structure, clarifying your main point, and improving overall flow and logic, providing instant feedback, smart suggestions, and more. You decide what stays and what goes. Total control, zero guesswork. And that's just one of Grammarly's full lineup of writing agents. Writing that's clearer, sharper, and more you. Grammarly's Proofreader makes it easy. What's next on that to-do list?
Okay. I'm sorry for how I'm handling this morning. It's not okay.
Wow.
I take full responsibility, and I'm doing this to hold myself accountable to the fact that I have been abusive myself this morning. No buts, no ifs. I'm sorry.
Why is firebait the only person who gets to decide who's being manipulative? Because they're superior. That's why. That's why they have the power to decide who is and isn't.
Spotting the signs of verbal abuse.
Their feelings matter more than their partner. There's no equality with them. They've already admitted that they're not equal.
Verbal abuse can be easy to recognize at times, with obvious behaviors like yelling or name calling. I do a lot of name calling, not so much yelling. She does a lot of yelling. But it can also appear in much subtle forms, such as sarcasm, constant criticism, or guilt tripping, making it harder to spot someone's common signs. Include, you're afraid of your abuser.
Do stuff like that.
I am genuinely afraid of you. You may not physically threaten violence, but I am afraid of you.
He is literally just
such a fucking...
He is literally the biggest puss I've ever heard.
God, you're pathetic, firebait. You're afraid of your own wife. God, if you're afraid of your wife, you have to be terrified of me.
What? I didn't say
like,
anything.
I imagine, like, if you saw me in public, firebait, why do I feel like you would just, like,
he's literally a cat.
Be terrified? Like,
He
I am
acts like a
literally,
cat.
I'm dead
He
ass.
acts
If
like
I
a
ever see you
kitty.
in real life, man, I am going to be so relaxed and calm and be like, hey, how you doing? And you're gonna fucking flip your fucking shit. You'll probably shit a fucking log in your
I'm
pants
gonna get
and do
a
a
water
waffle
gun
stomp in
full of
public.
pee and spray
Like,
it at him. I'll be like, here's your pee.
I'm such a
You want the
nonchalant
pee
person.
juice? Open wide.
Your control. Your obsessive need to have control over every little thing, despite
I'm not
the
really.
fact that
I don't live
take
near
care of
that
everything.
person, so obviously.
What have I done that's so controlling today?
Well, today, the milk, for instance, being overly criticized
didn't stop you from continuing your task.
No, you didn't. But you didn't trust me either.
You didn't get that sip of the titty milk. That's why he's really mad.
Your criticism. Okay, they make you feel bad about yourself. You're trying to make me feel bad, which I recognize that, for trying to take care of this and not wanting to over-explain the milk.
Yeah, I wanted answers.
Okay, cool. There's some times where I'm not going to be in a place to tell you I was not in a place.
You literally made them almost shit by mentioning that pizza place. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, weeks ago, so it was after my first X-Files video I did on firebait. I went in their live chat and I trolled firebait when they were doing like this parade in downtown Olympia, because we live in the same state, right? And I looked up a pizza place by pure random near where they were having that Olympic parade, and I said, hey, this place has great pizza, you should check it out, I'm right there right now. And firebait flipped their shit. Like, dude, I was literally trolling. Look, to my core, I do like to laugh. I like being entertained. I like laughing. I do troll from time to time, but I just wanted to see what would happen, and they lost their fucking goddamn. They were so paranoid and like skimming over, like saying, "Where's Reption gonna? Like, where's he gonna come? I have to watch out. He's gonna jump me." Like, insane shit. And it's still one of the funniest things I think I've ever done on YouTube. Is just the most basic level entry trolling of just mentioning a pizza place. And mind you, I'm like a fucking hour drive away, and he flips his shit the whole night.
Space to suddenly sit down and go, oh, hey, here you go, X, Y, and Z, why I'm doing this. You just recently got on my case because I over-explained things to you. So I am trying to not over-explain things.
That's not even an explanation at all. It's literally just you just refusing to answer.
Yeah, because I didn't really feel like justifying why I was getting the milk ready for the babies for Beth.
You can't find a middle ground.
Yep, that's me to a nutshell. I'm either one extreme or the other. Trish is talking.
What does he think you would actually do? Well, I'll tell you what I would do. If I ever see firebait in person, I want to ask them questions. Like, actual real questions. Like, honestly, I don't even know what type of questions I would ask, but I would ask them some questions. That's it. That's literally all I would do. I wouldn't try to hug them. I wouldn't try to shake their hand. I wouldn't do anything. And I would keep my distance, too.
About this, Rob's talking about this, John's talking about this, my dad's even talking about this. I'm very extreme in my belief systems. Either one or the other, hot or cold. The Bible's actually very, very, very much loud about this, is that with your yes be yes and your no be no's, and you would rather you with your faith be.
All you had to say was one single sentence. I'm putting it back in the freezer when I'm done.
Well, before I could even say something like that, we were already fighting over the concept of me not explaining it. So I didn't even have a chance to explain it. In fact, I actually tried to, and while standing over there, before any of my getting angry and upset, before I started getting stimulated, I actually tried to tell you what I was doing with the milk. But instead, you wanted to argue about why. I do remember that. I do remember in the fight, I was trying to tell you why I was doing the milk.
I think it's time you get me pet insurance. Based on my extensive research, Lemonade Pet Insurance can save you up to 90% on vet bills. That could really help us both in an emergency. You know how much I like to snack on some street food while I walk. It's bad for my health, but you can't beat those unique flavor combinations.
Who programmed these?
Go to lemonade.com/pet and check it out. You can customize your policy to suit your budget and my needs. Do it now.
Wow, okay. This looks pretty nice.
Walk.
Not right now.
Walk. 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 Treat. Hungry. Walk. Bathroom. Treat. Walk.
And you wanted to argue about me doing what I was doing because it's too soon. I'm over preparing, and I'm not. So there's that. You have to walk on eggshells around the other person. Definitely that's a big issue in our relationship. Is I have to walk on eggshells with you. If I say one wrong thing and suddenly my head is on a platter, not okay. You feel like you cannot share things about yourself with them for fear that they will mock or ridicule you. Well, luckily you do not do that. Thank you for not doing that. You're afraid to go out in public with them because of what they will say about you in front of other people. No, not so much at this point. Not for me anyway. You feel threatened. I definitely feel threatened this morning. Even though you've done nothing to threaten me physically. I feel threatened this morning, and I literally do not know how to cope with that feeling.
I don't know what I'm threatening you with.
Neither do I. But I feel threatened this morning.
Dude, I could probably fucking fart in public. If I was at a grocery store and crossed paths with Firebat and he didn't recognize, like, let's say I was wearing a wig and I farted next to them, they would feel threatened. I guarantee you that. What am I eating? Want to see what I'm eating? The good stuff. This stuff's expensive as hell, but I buy a jar of this every week.
You're asking me to define something that I don't even know how to define. I don't know. I just feel like this morning we went from being just fine to suddenly this.
I can't help you. Help me help us.
Okay, I've been trying to help us. Okay?
Look, I would love to know what I've done wrong. Other than interrupt
I'm literally telling you, reading right now.
Oh,
so. Shush.
That's sad. Do you hear what Tanya said? I just want to know what I'm doing wrong. Oh my god, I've been there. That's when when I was in an abusive relationship, I would be like that too. I'm like, okay, why are you mad? What did I do wrong to cause this reaction? And they would never. That would send me on a downward spiral of where, like, somebody makes you feel like you've done something wrong, but they don't explain or communicate why they what you did. So you feel like you've done something wrong. They make it known that you've done something wrong, but they won't tell you what they've done. So then you're in your brain, you're like, oh my god, I fucked up, or I did something, or I hurt somebody, or I did something that hurt them, and they don't tell you anything. So then your mind just goes on this spot. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that. I have. I was in a really bad relationship. This was years ago. But it mind fucks you. It really fucks with you when that stuff happens. And nowadays, though, like, if somebody tells me that I've done something, I've hurt somebody, and I ask them, hey, what did I do? And they don't tell me, I just cut them off. Because, like, I don't have the time to deal with people like that, where you're going to waste my time, make me think that, or tell me that I've done something to hurt you, and then you don't tell me what I've done, so I can't actually fix the problem. Because I'm a problem solver, man. If you come to me and you're like, hey, Daniel, what you said really... I'm talking like IRL dynamics. Online, I don't give a fuck. But, like, an IRL person came to me and they're like, Daniel, what you did really hurt my feelings. I would be extremely apologetic, and I would be like, okay, what did I say? Or what did I do to make you feel that way? Could you let me know so I don't talk to you that way again? Or... let's say I misgender somebody by accident, a real life person I know. I have trans friends, and they're like, hey, you know, I don't appreciate that you misgendered me or whatever. I would be so apologetic, and I would do everything in my power not to do that again. But if they just say, oh, you hurt me, but then they don't tell me, fuck you! Fuck you! That's such a mind fuck, with playing with people's emotions like that, making them feel bad for something, and then you don't tell them what you did. That's manipulation.
Unless you want to not hear what my problem is. So I'm using this to kind of help me convey what I need to say in a way that is truthful, honest, and constructive for myself and for you. So there's that. Let's see. You feel as if you're consistently being put down about how you look, think, act, dress, or talk. I definitely feel like the talking, though. Yeah, that's definitely something.
Thank you, Alberto, for the $2.
You feel inferior or ashamed about who you are. Well,
and guys,
until this morning, that wasn't the case.
As always, if you like the stream, hit the $sign, become a member of the channel, become a part of the rep squad.
So now I feel ashamed about being trans again. Thank you for that, by the way. I felt very validated. They yell at you, but then suggest you are overly sensitive or you don't have a sense of humor. I feel like that's what happened this morning.
Well, I didn't accuse you of those things.
Overreact. Apparently, you definitely accused me at one point of overreacting to the fact that, oh, I haven't threatened you, or I haven't done anything to make you act like this, which you have, actually. So.
When did I do this?
Literally earlier, after I politely, over multiple times, said, hey, I need space.
In fact, this is all earlier.
Well, cool. I just gave you an exact time. If you don't believe me, you can go to YouTube, go to the beginning of the video where I'm literally trying to set a boundary so I can work on this. So, at one point, you said I was overreacting. Maybe not the word overreact, but you insinuated it with how you were talking, with how I'm handling you this morning.
I told you you were getting defensive and intense.
Yeah, I'm intense because you won't respect boundaries.
I never said you were overreacting.
It's just that they are the victim and trying to make you feel guilty about something they accused you of doing. Okay. I feel like that's something I'm definitely...
Guilty
just that they are
of?
the victim.
Guilty of?
Yeah, I don't know if you know what? You know what? Yes, I do. I definitely feel like a victim this morning.
I feel like it's an every morning.
Wow. Is that...
You hear what Tanya said? I feel like that's you every morning, a professional victim.
Is that fact? Are you going to say that for the camera?
You know why?
Why?
I have a victim complex.
Ah. You should probably work on that.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Don't think it's gonna go away.
Because your victim complex is getting onto the web and everyone's acting like, oh no, you're a poor victim.
That's their prerogative.
The fact that me and the Great Exposer agree on that is sad.
Good for you.
Stop bringing up her ex, you fucking piece of shit.
Go suck his...
Build a campaign plan for the upcoming launch, 2 weeks out. Anything to flag? Okay, good to know. Nudge Caroline from Ops. Escalate if it's quiet by end of day, and copy and legal on the UV claims. Perfect. I'm off to prep the Q4 deck. Ping me if anything catches fire. Thanks. Agents, we make a great team.
EVE Online is a vast universe, alive with the unrelenting activity and combined history of its players. Pursuing lives of adventure, warfare, and prosperity, they share this existence in the biggest single shard, free-to-play MMO of all time. Set 21,000 years in the future, EVE takes place in a distant cluster of over 7,000 star systems known as New Eden. It is a rich and diverse universe featuring densely populated havens of relative safety, governed by 4 great empires. Hostile systems where player alliances make the rules. Even regions of anomalous and unexplored space that hold their own secrets.
Again, no, he's ugly as fuck.
Stop telling me you have stuff.
Well, too bad. Let's see, this is just, they hide this verbal abuse around others, but act completely different when you are alone. Well, I act like this actually all the time, whether it be alone or at church or whatever, and so.
Well, that may be the most truthful thing firebait has said in any of his content. He's telling right to the camera, he acts like this all the time. So, if you act like this all the time, we can officially say you are a horrible, abusive person. You abuse your wife, you demean your wife, and you're a rapist. So.
I know for me, so here's the thing. In the beginning of a relationship, a lot of our fights were actually would be public. Until I had an intervention and we talked and we needed to do this alone, privately. But no, we can't do that. Thanks to my internet activities. You change things about yourself to try to make them happy.
It's not doing that. You're not changing yourself for the betterment of the relationship.
Well, there's compromising on things, but there's certain things that you don't compromise on. Like, for instance, my faith, me being a trans woman, my Republican point of views, I will not compromise on those things. Because those are things that I value, and those are things that I brought into our marriage.
My little Pokemon candle.
You?
Half of a Pokeball.
Mm-hmm.
Orange creamsicle.
Yeah. Well, next time you get the bright idea to tell me basically that that you're not okay with me transitioning, despite the fact you have online with your own words thousands of times said, oh yeah, I support this. I encourage this.
Change my sexual orientation.
Dude. The only thing that's changed on me is my chest. And maybe a little less function down there.
A little less function down there? You could not... Oh my god! You literally admitted that your fucking like your sex drive is gone and you have like no sexual function because you're taking HRT. Oh my! You would, dude. Why would you tell the internet that you're not like you have like no sex drive?
The breasts are the least attractive part of a woman's body.
Okay, cool. Well, good thing you're not looking at my boobs when we're fucking.
I thought that way for years.
Man, I was a little too open about that. They say you're too sensitive or that you don't know how to take a joke. I don't think that's really there. Blaming. This type this is a form of abuse. Causes the victim to believe they are responsible for the abusive behavior, or that they are the ones bringing on the verbal abuse on themselves. Yeah, I definitely deal with that quite often with you. And honestly, I'm sick. I'm done with it. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of feeling like I'm somehow the bad person 24/7, and somehow you're this victim that I need to fix. Condescension. Although sometimes presented as humor, sarcastic remarks meant to belittle and demean others can constitute verbal abuse. Okay, I do that. I take full accountability for that.
Yeah, condescending, yes.
Criticism. This involves harsh, persistent remarks meant to make the person feel bad about themselves. Is deliberate and hurtful, particularly if the person is simply being mean and has no intention of being constructive. I am done with that behavior. Knock it off.
I don't even know what the hell you just read.
She's like, I don't even know what you just read.
It's too complicated.
So, one of the things you do that's very abusive is your criticisms all the fucking time. All the time. Whether it be how I do the dishes, whether it be how I sit on the couch, whether it be how I take my showers, whether it be how...
Okay, within fairness though, we should be criticizing you in fucking how you take showers because you like to shove your shit down the fucking shower drain. You waffle stompy sissy ass bitch.
I cook something sometimes. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't criticize me for my cookie yesterday. Moving on. This harsh, persistent remarks meant to make the person feel bad about themselves.
It literally shows signs of improvement. You still have the gullibility.
Because I can see that you're doing... Yep.
Fight over text messages saying,
Mm-hmm.
Charles, I started fighting over the way you cook.
Yep.
What?
I could be impressed by those things. But you know what? I hadn't thought about that this way before. I'm glad I'm reading this forum. This forum about recognizing abuse, I think this could help us in our marriage.
Yeah,
Despite the fact that I want to divorce you.
Stop improving that, since it doesn't take much to impress you.
I should stop improving this since it doesn't take much to impress you. God, Tanya, virtual high five, hashtag Tanya, we love you, we stand you. I can't wait till you get out of a relationship with firebait. And when that happens, Wagyu A5 steak on me.
What if you could build a premium business-ready website in minutes using AI, but still have pixel-level control? That's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do using Wix Harmony. Let me show you how that works. This is a complete new hybrid editor that combines AI-powered website creation with manual precise control. For example, if I wanted to create a website for a tea brand, instead of starting with a template, I'm describing exactly what I want, the mood, the aesthetic, even the brand positioning. What it splits out is pretty impressive. It's got a custom hero section, it suits the brand colors, the layout structure actually makes sense, and this isn't just a template with my colors swapped in. It's a completely custom design. And the cool thing about this AI is you can ask for changes in the branding. So if I wanted to change all of the colors, for example, everything updates instantly. Same with the images, you can remove the backgrounds, replace any key images, and these actions I normally need to use like 4 other tools for. But the coolest thing, and my favorite thing, is you can ask Aria, its AI assistant, to completely generate new custom elements. For example, she just created this custom animation in like a few seconds, and this is their new agentic AI at work. It's not just like a chatbot where it just talks back to you, it actually builds things. So at any moment, you can grab the wheel, take pixel level control, adjust the spacing, alignment, sizing, everything. You can drag and drop pretty much anything in there without having to stick to like the standard blocks. I can move fluidly between AI and hands-on design, and it adapts to whatever I need in the moment. And if you're building a website for your business, all of the lead capture, e-commerce, bookings, that sort of thing is already built in. Wix Harmony seems like it's going to be the future of website building, so if you want to go check it out for yourself, head over to wix.com/harmony.
Okay, so basically, I
There she goes. This is something she does. When I actually hold her accountable to something she's doing. She
holding
does
anything
this. She goes,
accountable.
"Oh, maybe
He
I
should
should
be
just
held
stop."
accountable, and he's
Is that
acting
healthy?
really bad.
Stopping working on yourself?
He's acting
No.
like a pain
Don't
in the
stop working on
ass,
yourself
and he's not
because you don't
working
like what you
through it
hear.
very well. He's not doing the
If it's
good
not okay
enough
for me to
job.
do it,
See what you're okay, so the problem, you're using criticism as a very broad term. What type of criticism? Are we talking about like, oh, I don't know, let's say your girlfriend or boyfriend comes in and you're like, oh my god, you look like you look so ugly wearing that. I would say like that type of criticism, like calling somebody ugly and critiquing something like that they got a new hat or something, that would be a very mean, I would say, abusive thing to say if you did that regularly, right? But like actual, like he left out the part criticism that has no intention of being constructive. That's free. It's convenient that they leave that out in the reading of the description of forms of verbal abuse, because that's what like abusive criticism is it has no intention of being destructive. It's just to be mean.
I shared to all the people
But
that would help.
of course, they're leaving that out, and now they're conflating any sort of criticism is therefore automatically abuse, which is why we have firebait always saying like Repsion is abusing me or Repsion is this against me. It's like, dude, I'm not. I'm criticizing you constructively. Very constructively.
ever, which by the way it isn't. Now, I can be impressed about something.
Instead of just being proud of me.
I am proud of you. I talk about how proud I am of you all the fucking time, on camera, off camera, to our friends and family, wherever I go. I talk about how happy and proud I am of you, of the progress you've made over the many years. But you never stop improving. Okay, just because you go to therapy and take medications doesn't mean your problems go away. These are things you're going to have to work through probably for the rest of your life. Just like I have problems I have to work through the rest of my life. Which is why I'm at peace with people covering the shit at this point. Because I know that no matter what I do, this is just who I am at this point. I genuinely believe in you, and I believe that you're doing an amazing job with the baby, with the milk stuff, with working on yourself. But we start getting complacent and stop taking care of yourself. Meaning keeping up with these things. This is what happens. Our communication is breaking down, and I've been recognizing it for the past week and a half. Before Dwayne even made a video. I understand that hearing Dwayne has caused you a lot of emotional mental stress.
It's for the last week and a half, and it can't be his fault.
Okay. I'm talking about communication. I'm not talking about the fighting. We have
So
not
all
been
my
consistently fighting
links
for
to
about
the
3 or almost 4 days now.
my Stream Elements tip thing service is linked below.
Yes.
3 to 4 days of fighting. Oh my god. I would not even last a fucking day.
Cannot take it anymore.
What?
I cannot take it anymore. I cannot take the consistent abuse. Okay. Moving on. Gaslighting. This is a type of insidious and sometimes covert emotional abuse where the abuser makes the target question their judgment and reality. You do this to me all the fucking time.
Have I gaslit you?
Today you haven't, but you have done it before where you had me question my memory, or you had me question something that I remember a certain way, or you gaslight me.
I'm not that fucking creative. Why have I done this?
I cannot tell you because I don't remember a specific situation at the moment, but I know you have done that. And the fact that I'm getting angry reading that is a trauma response to something.
Top tier level skill of lying, which I can't even lie normally. How the hell am I gonna gaslight?
Yeah, you can gaslight someone without yelling.
I said lying.
Or why did I say yelling? You can gaslight someone without yelling. Oh, I can't say the word.
They can't
lying
even
without saying the word yelling.
Gaslighting is like lying on steroids.
Okay, then.
I'll give you since you're too fucking stupid to understand what gaslighting is. Imagine Firebait cheats on Tanya, which he's done. Firebait, you're a cheating scumbag, all right? You've admitted that you've cheated on Tanya, which is why Tanya should not even be with you. I don't believe people who cheat should be ever in happy relationships. I genuinely believe that. People who cheat, you cheat on your partner, and then you're like, they catch you, and then for whatever reason, you try to say, oh, it's not what you think it is. You try to question their reality and make them doubt that what's actually happening is not cheating. It would be a very easy example of gaslighting. Or let's just say I say, oh, you're a fucking retard. And then 2 minutes down in that conversation, that person says, why did you call me a retard? And then I'm like, I never called you a retard.
You're one sentence away from launching your website with Base 44. Since the beginning of the internet, there's never been such a fun, fast...
Gaslighting.
Maybe you don't gaslight. Never mind. I take that back. I am sorry. I misread that. Let's see. Humiliation. Being insulted in public by a peer, friend, family
He just admitted that Tanya doesn't gaslight.
Family member or dating partner can be especially painful. Yep, that definitely happens. More me than you, unfortunately. Judging. This form of verbal abuse includes belittling the victim, rejecting them for who they are, or imposing unrealistic standards on them.
Look at that stare. He's just staring at her.
I'm not going to say anything about that because I really don't feel like talking about that on camera. Okay. I'm definitely guilty of that.
Threats.
Okay.
Notice how
my wife has now completely shut down, and so I think we're going to talk about this later online. I'm just going to continue talking about this stuff because I'm sick and tired of not taking care of our family, and so we need to talk about this. And so the best way to show people change is by leading by example. So let's see. It's very manipulative to try to control Tanya with live streaming her. You are abusing her right in front of all of us. Firebait, you are in the wrong. No, I'm not. Sorry. You can believe whatever you want. I don't think it's abusive that I'm holding her accountable, and I'm sick and tired of having these fights offline, and then it gets online at some point, and somehow I'm always painted as the villain. I'm sick and tired of being the villain in people's narratives.
Well, your narrative that you've created of being the villain is your own doing, and you've literally proven it in this video with how you've been acting belligerently. All this for a fucking hour and 2 hours and 20 minutes that we've been here.
I'm sick and tired of it. So as long as my wife refuses to work on herself and change and do these type of behaviors, I'm going to make sure she's held accountable. So
am I changing or am I not?
You're changing.
So you can't kind of say I'm refusing to change.
But there are some things you're not changing. Like, for instance, you apologizing all the time. Oh, I'm sorry for doing that, and then you don't actually change the behavior.
Because I just suck. Because I'm terrible.
Yes, you do suck, but you're not a terrible person. You do suck, but you're not terrible. I probably should. Okay. But again, there are reasons I've already talked about online why, despite the fact I am... people say things when they're angry. Okay. Yes, that's a thing. Moving on. You need to attend couples counseling. A new baby in the family comes with a lot of change. You can get a Zoom therapist. Don't worry about that. I got something in mind.
Does the wife have anyone she can take herself to and the baby to move out? So Connie CC, it's kind of a fucked up situation because Firebat has family in Washington State and brothers and sisters and stuff like that. Tanya has no family or anything. So Tanya is in a really difficult situation. They don't have anyone here. They do have some friends that have offered help, but she was very dismissive to them. So,
want to be using.
But no family, no nothing for Tanya.
We're going to go talk with Rob, and we're going to have a serious sit down and talk about this stuff. And I'm going to make sure this video, at least I get a AI overview so I can give it to him, so we can at least try to talk about this, because I'm sick and tired of doing this over and over again. I'm tired. Like, I can literally feel myself having a headache from all this. If everyone thinks you're the villain wherever you go, maybe it's time. Well, so here's the problem. It's not wherever I go. It's just here online, more or less, that people think I'm the villain. So, commentary channels. You can go watch my most recent video if you want more context. Mutabuin. Truth, I do not feel comfortable with this video being up. Or the ones I made yesterday, but unfortunately with commentary channels, they don't care. They don't care that when I take a video down to protect my wife and myself, and I'm allowed to protect myself. Anyway.
Then don't publish it on the internet. If you don't want people to watch what I'm doing right now, don't publish it on the internet. Don't fucking live stream it. It's not that complicated. It's the most simple, easy thing not to do.
Go to a real concert, not your pastor. Yes, so no. I'm going to my pastor first, because he's helped us diffuse this issue in the past. So, no. I'd rather go to someone that I know and trust than to a counselor about it at the moment. So, we are going to be getting a couple... You know what? We're going to get a couple therapy.
We need to localize the summer campaign by yesterday. Top performers only. B, that's the one. Skip carousels for now. Let me know when we're good to go. Amazing. Agents, what shall we take on next?
Would you be happy if you stayed where you are in life and job forever? If the answer is yes, then this video is not for you. But if you want to finally achieve the time, location, and financial freedom you know you deserve, then this new career may be the answer to all your prayers. Because what I'm about to reveal to you is unlike anything you've ever seen before. It pays extremely well, it's flexible with hours and location, you don't need a degree, and here's the craziest part, you can earn while you learn and still have enough time to juggle your current job, responsibilities, and even family. So here's what I'm talking about. I'm David Bragg, founder of Front End Simplified. We help people like you land tech jobs guaranteed without needing a degree or previous experience. The tech industry is already one of the biggest ones in the world, yet it's still expanding by 20% year over year. And global companies with the budget to pay high salaries are desperate right now to find talent. Why, you may ask? The reason is simple. With more and more apps being developed and everything going online, these companies need people to build and support their new features and softwares. And the problem? There's just not enough people out there to pull from. Probably because they think coding is too hard, they think it takes too long to learn, or maybe they don't even know this career exists. That's why this is such an amazing opportunity. Front-end development is the easiest part of coding to learn, yet the average salary is $113,571 per year, and that does not include bonuses. And because of this difference in supply and demand, it's also the easiest field in tech to break into. After all, you don't need previous experience or a college degree to get hired, and I know this because I went from making $17 an hour at a grocery store and being addicted to video games to landing a $160K front-end developer job at Canva without a degree. Or because I took action on 3 simple secrets that a beast coder.
Let's go see how much that's going to cost. I think didn't your at-home nurse say something about free therapy and all that stuff? I don't have her number, so I can't ask her for the stuff, but I think you should see if we can get a couple therapy. So we either get the help we need or we're done. So.
Hey.
Good. Thank you for understanding how serious this is right now.
So you're never gonna leave me, so.
You know what? That's the problem with me. Is like I take marriage very seriously. Clearly, hence why I'm still here, despite my false threats. But I tell you what, the emotion is very much real. We see, and yeah, it comes back, so clearly you need another avenue. Why try the same method if it doesn't work? Because it's not always just on me.
Well, it is actually.
Sometimes it's both of us.
You make the decision to start that.
See, my issue is I feel like I have to fix everything. Every fight we have, I am the one that has to defeat.
You can't fix shit, brother. You couldn't fix it if you want. You know how many times
Literally
you
all
couldn't even
his
fucking fix
fault.
your OBS to get your streams to run properly?
User, I'm the one that has to fix whatever's going on. I have to be the first one to apologize. I have to be the one to take care of the dishes all the time. I have to be the one to do all the household chores, which I've agreed to do, by the way. And my issue at this point, it boils down to this. I simply asked for a little space this morning, and she wouldn't give it, and I'm pissed. That's my problem right now, is that I need space. Because I know how to deal with I can deal with her inner problems. I can deal with my problems if I'm given a little space to think.
Can anyone hear me?
I used to, and when I was in my situation, I used to go out to my car, and I used to go in my car and cry and yell. It was the only place that I could get away.
Can anyone hear me right?
The Great Exposer is going to have a great field day with this. Yeah, I haven't watched
I
Great
can show you
Exposer's
myself.
video yet. Is it worth watching? I don't know. He is live. Yeah, they were live when I started my stream earlier.
This is the hard part about living in a studio apartment, unfortunately, is we have limited space. And
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible. Or vibe coding meets drag and drop.
don't feel like leaving. I'm tired of being the one that has to drop whatever I'm working on to leave the house. I'm done. I'm not doing that today. I should be able to stay home and sit down and do what I love to do to help de-escalate myself. And so, she can go.
They had months of counseling before they got married, and even after. Clearly nothing helps with firebait involved.
What would Rob say if he saw an archive of this video?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you, Rep
This
Pro.
video is like real long. I thought I was gonna do less, but I don't know. You said save the whole entire video, so.
I think the pastor is gonna fucking need a lot more power than anything a demon can fix.
But
or
hopefully
an exorcism
this
could
goes,
fix.
Well,
What would Rob say?
it's kind of lagging probably
Typical
because the
behavior for them.
KBSs are
Because
changing.
we've done this at church too.
Let's see if it is lagging.
My head actually really hurts right now. Look. Tanya, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for overreacting. Again.
Okay.
I just this morning, maybe with me reading my messages, maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to try to give excuses for my behavior. I would like us to seriously go to couple therapy at this point. We need help. We don't have Trish and John anymore. We are alone. And I want this marriage to work, and I want us to be able to take care of our daughter. I do not want our daughter to be raised alone. With me or with you. I want her to have two loving parents. I'm trying my best to cope with everything that's going on with the baby and with you. Despite you guys being physically and apparently emotionally healthy, I feel really overwhelmed.
You're overwhelmed and you don't even have a fucking you have no position to be overwhelmed, you piece of shit. You don't. You're overwhelmed. You sit on your ass all day and live stream. And you take care of the kid intermittently in between or during a live stream. You sit at home. I would love to have the privilege of sitting home all day and fucking being able to like literally only take care of a kid. I would rather do that than my fucking 50-hour-a-week job. I would love that position. And to have everything paid for me. You're overwhelmed? Jesus Christ. Bro, Tanya just had the baby and has to deal with you. Imagine being overwhelmed, my dude. Like, I'd be overwhelmed if I was Tanya, having to work and come home to this.
And I appreciate you not yelling at me, because I probably would have made things worse.
Yeah, Tanya had this whole hour and a half. Tanya has remained completely calm and rational.
I just want us to be okay and be happy and just live life. I'm just tired of fighting all the time. Okay? And you know why I apologize to you first all the time? Because I just wanted the fighting to stop. I'm sorry, I wasn't done talking. I was breathing for a second.
I can't hear what Tanya's saying.
Thank you for admitting that. For those of you who didn't hear that, she just admitted that she was being overly controlling this morning and not trusting me more with stuff because I have things under control. I appreciate you taking accountability for that. I'm sorry for threatening you to leave. Despite the fact that emotionally I want to, because this past 3 days have been the worst, probably, it feels like, a combination of the best and worst days of lately. Abuse needs to stop. Not just for you, but for me too. You're right, it's not.
Most people using ChatGPT and Claude are leaving 80% of the value on the table. Here's how the top 1% of the users actually prompt. First, go into your Claude settings and add this custom instruction. Always critique your own answer after giving it. LLMs are notorious for telling you what you want to hear. This one change means you always get the full picture. Second, stop typing your prompts. Use Whisperflow to dictate them instead. In 20 seconds of talking, you'll give more detail, more context, and more nuance than you'd ever type out. Better input,
so all my links
output.
are down
Reid
below.
Hoffman, Mark Andreessen, some of the most prolific thinkers in tech, swear by this.
I'm going to start sharing it
Before you answer, ask me any clarifying questions you need. With this instruction, ChatGPT will ask questions to get you the best possible output. When you speak your answers back with Whisperflow, the response you get after that is on a completely different level. You could use ChatGPT or Claude's built-in voice, but Flow is way faster, more accurate, and works everywhere you speak. Upgrade your prompting today and check out Whisperflow free.
You can see the amount of subscribers we got on this and everything else.
Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026
Nothing yet,
live on Fox 1,
something will happen.
June 11th through July 19th.
Which is why I record this, because I want them to see how we function. I want people on YouTube not just to be able to hold us accountable, but for those of you who are trying to figure out how to do better in your life, the best way to learn is from experience.
Do you guys feel like you've learned a lot from this?
No. I just learned he's a difficult person to deal with.
You guys need to tell me, what have you learned from this video so far? This last hour, we got 10 minutes left. What have you learned from watching firebait?
No one's going to learn unless they have something to have modeled for them not to do. Or to do, depending on your perspective. And I hate that this is even online. I hate it.
No, you don't.
But here's the thing. Again, I'm very extreme. I either leave YouTube and social media and never return, or I stay and work through this.
To not treat your husband like that?
Out all the criticisms.
No.
Until we work through this. And then years down the road, we're going to be able to look back
at this. Learn a lot about how terrible firebait is.
I'm wearing the bracelet I got.
You've learned to not smoke crack while pregnant. Okay, that's a really good one.
Your last argument stream to him to watch.
There we go. We're going to put the other bracelet on.
By the argument in the stream, it is literally all
I learned that I need to take out my man out to dinner for his good behavior. Yeah, please do take men out to dinner. We don't really experience it that often, having a woman take us out. I'm just going to say that. Kinzerton in the chat, definitely, please do that. Because I had my first time, I am not even joking. I had last year a woman take me out for dinner for my very first time and ever. Like, I've been in serious relationships, but I've never had a woman like say, "Hey, I want to take you out to dinner and
together," and we had
spend
a great
time.
time.
It's always having to been me in every relationship I've ever been in, and it was really,
it was nice.
felt wonderful.
My mother-in-law.
So please, You're married.
I thought it was
or you
beautiful
got a
that I got
boyfriend,
to sit
take
next
them
to
out.
her and be with
Bad one,
someone
see
that's
it, you
loving
see
and
it, trust me.
considerate.
You both need a therapist
I
to
just
help with these
adore
problems.
everyone.
It isn't your fault or her fault, but a problem a professional can
I'm
help
very
you
happy
see
with
and
my
adjust.
life.
Please just think about it.
Your brain's
Where
taking
So I
negative
appreciate you
damage.
saying that.
And I want
See,
to
that's the most
continue
helpful
to
thing people can say
improve
right there. That was helpful.
and live
So,
and live.
How was my big fancy restaurant a week ago? It was phenomenal. I went to Canalus in Seattle. You don't know, that is the second fanciest restaurant in the USA. It has been around for over 50 some years. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. It sits right over the water. It's in downtown. It's pretty close to downtown Seattle and Ballard. Wonderful restaurant. Highly worth it. Definitely bring $500 or more because it's going to cost that much. But it's an experience and one that I'll never forget.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have my wife get us some couple therapy because at this point, I'm just tired of going in circles and feeling like I'm going crazy all the time. I at this point, I genuinely feel crazy. But we're not doing this behavior to each other. We're getting along. Everything's great. Everything's fine. And so, I appreciate that. You should link. No, I'm going to 100%. I'm going to be 100% with you if this comes down to a divorce and Tony shows the judge these videos. You're losing custody. Actually, so sometimes in a custody battle, it's not about these videos. She has no resources. I have my foster family, and she is a Hannah. So I have my foster family. I have my bio family. I have plenty of people in my family who'd be more than happy to help take care of our daughter. Need be. My sister would be more than probably happy to help take care of if need be.
Very good.
But we are not. We're going to try everything we can not to get to that point. Because of
I'm just gonna
most
do the
recent
last
actions
minutes
online
of this, and then
with people
I don't
going
really
and
care about
getting
the other
law
video
enforcement
part.
involved.
I'll do it. If someone requests me to finish the
about a
video,
month and a half ago, almost 2 months ago,
I'll do it.
because of stuff like that.
But right now, I'm kind of
The
like
investigator in regards to the sexual assault that occurred on Sarah Faye, by the way. I think that's what that's about.
Document every little thing. So if I'm vlogging and she wants to have a fine camera, unfortunately, I have to keep it there because if I don't, people are going to call me a liar and call and say I'm manipulative and say I'm the bad guy. And so I want people to see that I'm trying. So it's about documenting things. So if that means if this comes back and bites me in the ass, okay, so be it. And you're moving on. I'm disappointed by what I've seen today. You threatened your wife, the mother of your child, horribly.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Nina can't code.
Interesting. Can it generate reports?
It can now.
Nice.
So you're saying we can all build apps now?
Yeah.
I'm on lunch.
I gotta make a call.
I'll be in my office.
Just built an inventory tracker.
Protein calculator.
Book sharing app.
A workflow manager that
Tracks who still owes for the group lunch.
Trash duty schedule.
since no one seems to care.
Just built a
I just created a goal tracking system.
We built the same thing, didn't we?
Yep.
Can this thing manage content?
Is the SOC compliant? I want to animate this graph.
Create a party planner.
Profesor de español.
An inter-office dating app. For dogs. For office dogs. You know what I mean?
Yes, Mr. Marshall. Should we smoking? He has used to.
AI agents. Well, hey, don't be scared. Here's how Monday.com makes agents clear, easy, and user-friendly. First of all, they're gonna make our jobs much easier, and they're gonna take us to the next level. I manage our marketing team, so market research, content review, reporting, all these things that used to take up 60% of my day now happen instantly, and we just have to review and make small adjustments. Secondly, they're built on Monday.com, so you know you get the best-in-class security. And most importantly, for me, they're easy to set up and work with. So it's just like having super reliable and fun new teammates.
Maybe reword that, because it kind of comes across as if I threatened to cause her harm physically, which I haven't at all. Moving on. Couple therapy is helpful when things are good, and when things are bad, it can save lives. It is the best way to work on the together for your child and yourselves. I agree. They'd actually look at the house availability income first. Okay, well, in that case, I still win.
Dude, his
Nice
arrogance.
try. Move Putin.
His arrogance is astronomical.
Yeah. Okay, cool. They wrote threat, not threaten. Did I really misread that? Interesting. So I really don't give a fuck. There is enough. I have documented enough stuff offline to know that I'm not leaving my child with her. I'd rather be in a loving home that will take care of her needs. I do not want my daughter to be raised with an abusive mother. Just so we're loud and clear. I'd rather her not be with either of us and be with my foster family where I know they'll take care of her and make sure her needs are met than ever. And Tanya, I feel like would feel the same. I think. You're going down for a nap now? You might not want to do that. Beth should be... Okay, cool. I don't really care. Beth,
Cool
okay,
story,
I'm trying to tell you something important. Please shut up.
I'm trying to sleep. Please shut up.
Oh my god.
Beth's going to be on her way any moment now, and I think you sleeping with a baby like that is not going to be very productive. Can you just stay up for a little bit longer so I can give the baby to Beth? Okay. You just shattered our slur in front of your infant child over and over again. Yeah, cool. I already apologized for that. So, what? You want me to keep apologizing for that, even though I just apologized for doing that? That's kind of covered when I say I'm sorry for how I've been acting this morning. So, you should never say, huh. Well, too bad. When I'm literally trying to tell my wife something important and she wants to argue and interrupt me, I'm literally trying to tell her something important, like, oh.
Babies don't have a schedule. I know.
I can't believe that's how I was about to react. Someone just texted me, Happy Father's Day. Great. Great Father's Day's gift. Why am I saying that? Okay, so God. I'm going to shut down this live stream, and I'm going to finish getting the baby ready to go. And I guess we'll pick this up in a different OBS stream later when we're both in a good headspace so we can talk more effectively, because I do not want to leave this unresolved. And so I want people to see that we are trying. So that's the whole point of this. So, cool. So you just proved that you're a troll, and I'm not interested. Tree tied. Tree Ted? Treated. Okay. Cool. I'm glad that you feel that way, Lightfoot Laura. You can take your pin and shove it up your ass. You clearly have a good, head on your shoulders.
Somebody wrote something in the
chat. You clearly
chat.
are abusive to your husband. It clearly sounds like you're a decent human being. While I'm dealing with someone who's also a decent human being. I don't like that my voice is being shut out. I don't like it. This makes me feel very uncomfortable, so...
Hello, Firebait. This is your new pastor. He's Tony from Louisiana. How about you tell him what you say to your wife? Firebait has somebody who sends him money, but that's technically his income, right? I mean, it classifies as income, because, like, technically, if you send me subscriptions or donations on here, that counts as income.
Remember, like, share, subscribe.
I'm taxed for it.
I'll try to come back on here later, I guess, tomorrow or whenever, to do another OBS. I will be keeping this video, but unfortunately, I will be archiving this video in my channel, and so I'll still have it. It'll be privatized. So unfortunately, as I said before, just throughout this video, I unfortunately have to document everything I do. So if I don't,
I built a Wix website overnight, and it helped launch my career as a sketch artist. There's beauty in everything, and being there firsthand is, of course, the best way to experience it. As a reportage illustrator, my art unfolds in real time. So my website needs to showcase the kinetic energy behind this craft. I draw fast, and my site keeps up.
Open a Chime checking account in 2 minutes, and we'll spot you up to $200. Get started with Chime today.
Open a Chime checking account in 2 minutes, and we'll spot you up to $200. Apply now.
How to get spotted up to $200? Install the app. Set up direct deposit. Unlock fee-free overdraft up to $200. Grab an ice cream to celebrate.
I have to document things, and I hate that I have to even do this in the first place. Trust me, there was a time in my life where I used to have issues, and I could just mute during a fight. But I can't, and I'm sorry that you guys have to see this. I genuinely am sorry. But unfortunately, I gotta do what's best for me and my family, and so I think at this point I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to go finish getting my baby ready to go. So talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching this live stream and for witnessing the abuse between me and my wife. And I'm sorry you guys had to see this side of me and see this side of our relationship. God. I will say this. Her reaction today was a lot better than in the past. So there are times where we'll be fighting like this, and usually she'll be yelling and screaming at me. This was her best version of herself today. This is not her norm. She's not usually this calm, and she's admitted that multiple times in other videos. And so, people can judge off this video and say, I'm the one that's bad the entire time. Okay, do whatever you guys want. Again, don't care about people's opinions at this point. Hence why I'm documenting. But the fact that I had set this up to do something else, literally had my timer going while I was literally taking out the milk and everything. I mean, 10 minutes straight of just arguing over milk. So, that's sad. But it's what it is. So, without further ado, I'm going to get going, and I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, we know you didn't get to suck any titty milk. Oh my god, that's fucking loud. Holy shit, tit on a fucking... Woo! Alright, so we're going on to the next segment, which we're not done yet. Let me pull it up here. So after the divorce arc, right? We had a divorce arc. That's the divorce arc. That was just a couple days ago. They said they wanted a divorce. That's why the stream is titled what it is. Now, after this live stream, they then made a new video titled, I'm back on FetLife. Now, if you haven't seen my original video on the firebait files, they had a FetLife account, which is a fetish website where you post all your kinks and kinky stuff that you're into. For the most part, I don't really care what people are into, but they were linking this stuff to their main YouTube channels, and they got rid of everything when I started covering it. When my X-Files video went out, they kind of yeeted all of their stuff. Now, because of them announcing the divorce, they apparently have created a new FetLife account for their fetish kinks, and they have an upload, which has been, of course, I don't know if it's still up or not, but it's on a different channel. Doesn't really matter.
Hello. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Welcome to this very short video that I'm going to be doing. Today I'm going to be talking about a very big development. Something's going to blow all your minds. For those of you who don't know, I've been working on OBS, having a good old time with that, doing my best work that I think I've ever made in my entire life, and enjoying being the best version I can be on.
Making a FetLife, I'm not returning to making corn, watching corn, cheating of any kind, post inappropriate things I wouldn't want commentary channels to see or cover for my child in the future. But they're making a new one.
OBS. But then I just decided I'm going to be slowing down to...
Bottom line, my life is nobody's business but my own. My FetLife is off limits for the house who respect my boundaries, and I fully intend to fulfill my plans to return to the woman I want to be.
Almost no more hangout live streams. But then something has changed recently that's changed everything. So for those of you who don't know,
I am no longer apologizing for my past sins. I am done being afraid to be myself. And if people don't like that, to my bad, I answer to God, my wife, and my kiddo and therapist piss off judgmental pricks.
been harassed online for quite some while as the...
I am no longer apologizing for my past sins. I am done being afraid to be myself. And if people don't like that, to my bad, I answered of God, my wife... Oh, that's the same... Is that the same sentence they just read?
Christian 2.0, or as rape-a-bat, or by other names that are just inappropriate to be calling me at...
Just because I have made a mistake 10 years ago, rape is not a mistake. It is an active choice, something that you've admitted to in email, on video, multiple times. Stop saying mistake. Rape is never a mistake. Doesn't matter. Bullying somebody online for their past sins and the fact they are different is not okay, nor will it be tolerated.
Any day or time, it's inappropriate to have on the web. And so recently, I've went through a development. I have a baby girl.
I take full responsibility for my past sins and mistakes. I take responsibility for being back on FetLife and willing to choose to make this post as proof. But I generally don't care what others think. I'm the firebat and I'm finally free. LOL.
I'm also married, and also had left FetLife and chose to be the best version of myself I could ever be in my life. And it was the best decision I have made, because I've decided to
Choosing to come back to FetLife is the best decision I can make for myself and my family. I need a community of folks who are just like myself to need a healthy place to express, talk, and just be myself. So commentaries last time I'll ask, they won't respect I'll watch. Please leave my other social medias alone. You realize by asking people to leave you alone on your social medias and not document it, it's just going to make people document it and look more frequently? Idiot. How have you not
basically
learned this?
Undo everything I've done. I've been doing Hogwarts Legacy in my spare time, so I'm not getting nearly as much. So I'm focusing on the very things these commentary channels have been telling me that I should focus on, which on what I love doing, which is OBS and doing games like this. So people like Femiois has been abusing me.
She is guilty of harassment, kink shaming, dehumanizing, and defamation.
Sharing my sexual content, trying to abuse me online, attempt to tear me apart. They have humiliated me, dehumanized me, and above all, defamed me online. I hope these people are held accountable by someone else. At the point where I was going crazy, I felt like I was not being my most authentic.
Actually close.
Part of I also I saw you here. That's a change. I didn't. And so
Posting a video with your fucking child's face on it. Do you not realize how fucked up that is to do that? Like, you're making a video about a kink website and you're posting your kid's face on here. This is a really weird statement to fucking make.
I felt like because I can be on there. To anyone and everyone who judges me on social media and or defames me and harasses me, to show I am no longer afraid to be myself, and I'm sick and tired of feeling like I can't be myself because of commentary channels and or people who bully me and harass me. But Firebat, what are you gonna do if they make a video about this video that you're doing? Well, I'm counting on it, because I know if one video does it, people do it with this video, others will do with it the same. But Firebat, what about your daughter? What if she finds out about your FetLife one day? Well, here's the thing. For those of you who don't know, in the past, I used to do very sexual, very inappropriate content. And I stopped doing that because that's not no longer who I am these days. So I chose to change and not be that. On FetLife, I'm using it just for writing down my feelings, my transitioning, journaling, and be connected to other people who are like me, who are Christian, who are Republican, who are transgender. So
I don't know of any Christians on FetLife. Do you? Do you think?
Never.
I'd never seen a Christian on FetLife. When I had a FetLife, man, I was not looking for Christians on there. I don't think, if you want a Christian website, go to christianmingle.com. There's so many different Christian websites you could use. FetLife is not a Christian website.
I'm going to set example for my fellow brothers and sisters who are terrified because of judgmental people on the internet. So let me be the first to say, you guys got this. Don't be afraid. Be amazing. Be resilient. Screw what haters say and just be amazing. So that's all I have to say. And so without further ado, I want to hop off of this and move on with my life and day.
So
and I
don't
want
be
to continue
firebait?
focusing on myself and on my daughter and on what I want to be and who I want to be in life is to be the best.
They're on there, you just don't know it. Exactly. Because a Christian, an actual Christian, a practicing Christian, would not have a FetLife account. Period. Because you know for a fact they're going to see corn on there. They're going to see kink stuff.
Best trans person I can be.
All right, so now we're moving on to a new segment. All right. So if some people said that firebait is currently live right now, I don't know if that's true or not. But if so, we should people should definitely link him Julia's response.
Manipulative behavior during fighting that's not okay, like interrupting. Interrupting. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here with this. Let's work through this. So I would rather be doing something else. Manipulative fighting behavior, such as consistently interrupting, are designed to shift power and avoid accountability, and silence you. That's what you've been doing to me all fucking morning. You've been trying to silence me while I'm trying to talk. See, there you go. There you go again. You're not taking accountability for anything you've done this morning, and you're doing the very thing this thing's saying.
I'm not going to get into the backstory about how I know
The reason
this
why I'm
person
like,
personally,
so
but
basically,
I do know
he's
him
just
in
being
real life.
difficult again.
Yeah, so I truly survey person. We just control a firebait stuff. No, on a stream, they're also responding to firebait with things because firebait's saying stuff about them that isn't true. No, go figure. And this Julia wanted to respond. Isaiah and Julia are married. So, to give context.
I've known him for years, but he's gathered a lot of attention online. If you've seen Repsion's video, you'll understand. Just go watch his video. You'll understand. But Victor, I'm gonna address you personally and tag you in this because I don't see a lot of people reaching out to try to help the situation. I just sat through an hour-long live stream that should not have been posted online at all, with you fighting with your wife, verbally fighting with your wife while you're holding your own child. What is the matter with you, dude? And you know what? It's not just you, it's also her. You guys obviously are not fit to be parents right now. What you guys are trying to fight for is being right towards one another. None of you guys are in the right here. What you need to be focusing on is the well-being of your child. You need to give your child to a trusted adult, a grandparent, a family member, a good friend, somebody who you trust to take care of your child for a short time being. And what you and Tanya need to do is figure this out behind closed doors, whether that be with a therapist, with your pastor, with somebody you trust who can help you guys through this situation. And although the worst case scenario is you guys divorce, it would probably benefit your child more if you guys got divorced right now. Verbally yelling at each other and
Siri's dictation was driving me crazy, so I switched to Whisperflow. Here's why I'll never go back. First off, it actually gets it right. Watch what Siri does with this. Can you share the mirror board, export the concepts to Figma, and update the timeline in Airtable? No, wait, Jira.
How to
Actually, never mind. Use Asana
do the
instead. Siri
YouTube
keeps all this
AdSense
mess,
code thing
misspells the
set up?
names, and never adds any punctuation. Whisperflow always gets it perfect. Second, smart formatting. I can say grocery list, eggs, yogurt, bread, bananas, and Flow formats it into an actual list with bullet points. Siri, just a block.
How to do this
one
YouTube
changed
tab
everything for me.
setup?
Custom
How to
snippets.
do the
I
YouTube
added a
tab
snippet so that
setup?
when I say add my calendar link, it drops in my full Calendly URL. Siri can't do that. And the best part, it works everywhere. Gmail, Slack, ChatGPT, iMessage, WhatsApp, Notion, literally every app, desktop and mobile. Siri only works in Apple apps. If you're still using Siri for dictation, you're working way harder than you need to. Try Whisperflow free.
I didn't like it.
egging on each other like that is so psychologically damaging towards your child. And I am all for family unification. I don't want that child getting taken away from you. A lot of people want to see your child get taken away from you. I'm not one of them. I want your child to stay within your family because that is where she belongs. You're her parent. But if you keep the behavior up and you keep fighting with your child in front of your wife and vice versa, and like, what is she going to do when she gets older and thinks that this is normal behavior? What are you going to do when your daughter is isolating herself or picking a parent over another parent? And what are you going to do when you have to look in your child's eyes 10, 15 years from now and see her hurting herself physically, psychologically, mentally, and destroy herself at such a young age? But no, you just want to be right in the moment. You just need to be correct in the moment. You and Tanya both need to be right. My point is, if my cat can get along with my dog better than you and Tanya with a newborn, that's a fucking problem, dude. Work out your shit behind closed doors. Don't bring it to the entire internet for us to look at and see. It's not funny to me to see people do this to each other. And do yourself a huge favor, take that shit down, dude. It's not cool. It's not rewarding in any. I don't see what you get out of this. And more importantly, the most important of it all, your daughter doesn't need to see that. When she gets older and she's able to comprehend what you're doing, and when you and your wife are doing, she's gonna see that one day, and she's gonna be so destroyed by that.
Yep, absolutely agree. I cannot stress to you how A+ 100% on the money that is. Nobody thinks about the longevity and the future psychological toll it takes on things that are currently happening in this very moment. But there's another one. Okay, we're not done yet. Oops, I just clicked the wrong thing.
Dear God, I gotta go to my car to record this shit. Just in the name of Victor, I gotta record this shit in the car. So first and foremost, I'm gonna completely black out the clips because it's really hard to watch. I mean, his face is already unappealing enough, but as much as he brags about his setup, he likes to record his streams from an actual fucking lemon, connected to a copper wire, connected to a fork in the outlet. I mean, it's probably the reason why his hair's all fucked up. And the video clip itself looks like it was recorded on a particle accelerator, so I'm gonna black those out. Alright, this is probably a bad call, considering, my lighting sucks, but, I gotta talk about this real quick, bro. I'm gonna play a few, clips that were archived from his stream, I think yesterday, talking mad shit about my husband. I don't really care what he says about me, honestly. I don't care less, but, yeah, one thing you ain't gonna get away with is lying, bro. You ain't getting away with that shit.
Visiting my channel. And guess who I saw visiting my channel? Sarah Faye. Julia. And I wouldn't be surprised if one of the accounts is Isaiah. I wouldn't be surprised. These people I've asked repeatedly to leave me alone. I literally, the last time I talked to Julia, literally was on Repsion's video just a couple weeks ago, very briefly, laughing at most of the things she was saying, because either one, she was snarking at the wrong stuff, or she was just making shit up in the chat. And so I got so pissed off with her that I just this is why I don't talk to you.
The first thing to address is, I started trolling him on Repsion's live stream. I started talking some shit because, he was there, and I decided, just start talking shit. I mean, it was funny. I said that his apartment's crusty and dusty, and from what I've seen online, that seems to fit the mold, doesn't it?
Not unless I want something, if I'm being honest. Like, for instance, Isaiah worked for Sleep Number, and so at some point I need help with our bed, and he told me that I can contact him if I ever need help. Other than that, I don't hang out with him. I don't associate with him. I don't really care about his existence. He's someone that acts like he's a friend, but he's never been there for me, like, ever. The only time he was ever there for me was when Michael was trying to start a physical fight, and that was like the only time that dude's ever been there for me.
He goes on to say that he's the one who stopped talking to us first. It's the other way around, dude. Like, we have not wanted to contact you.
Also, Firebat, since I know you're lying, why did you send Isaiah a photo of your newborn child if you're not in contact with them anymore? Why would you send a picture of your kid the moment they're born to somebody who you're not interested in being friends with? Why would you do that?
Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the younger generation.
I made my first million last year, actually.
What line of work are you in?
I'm in sales.
Okay, what's the best advice you can give someone that's in sales?
You're only as good as your sales reps and your CRM.
What CRM do you use?
We used to use one of the old legacy CRMs, but it just didn't give us the speed and agility that we needed. But then we switched to Monday CRM and sales started flying.
Why is the CRM so important?
Well, no specific CRM can make you a millionaire, but if you want to move fast in today's world, you need a CRM that doesn't hold you back. Monday CRM propels you forward. Instead of spending time messing around with old systems, you can invest in relationships, in cultivating leads, and in closing deals.
One last piece of advice for our viewers.
Make sure you have the right tools for your journey. If not, stop now, find the right CRM. For me, that's Monday CRM. Then move forward and nothing can stop you.
Thank you very much, sir.
No problem.
Watch me make a pitch deck in less than 60 seconds. First, I pick a template from Beautiful AI. They have hundreds of options that are all professionally designed with AI smart slides. You can also use their
for literal years because you fucking cringe, bro. And you did something to my husband that we didn't really appreciate. And then, dude, you have the audacity to say that Isaiah was never a real friend to you? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, even I can say that is fucking wild, because I have a shit ton of voice memos and screenshots which will be being these things will be posted in my interview video as I'm interviewing Isaiah and Julia for context, because and as far as I'm aware, they haven't even been posted online yet ever by anybody, so it will be a first time this will be heard and seen by people.
Fucking serious?
But Isaiah was a very good friend to you. Very good, and way nicer than I would have ever been had I known you.
Isaiah took on the sole responsibility of putting a roof over your fucking head and breaking up a huge fight that you got into, and sold you a car, and was very gracious with you. And to be quite honest,
Too gracious, in my opinion. Way too gracious.
I lived with you, and you pulled that shit on me, you would have been out, like, the moment you couldn't pay rent, dog. And instead of Isaiah wanting to see you homeless on the streets, he gave you a helping hand, and he paid your rent for you, And it wasn't just a few times, it was almost every fucking time, dude. He paid your half of the rent. And then you go on to claim that you paid him back by, I don't know, keeping the apartment clean or what. That's not rent, dude. Get up off your ass and get a fucking job. I mean, Victor, come on, dude. You can't have your boogers and eat them too. And I mean, not to mention, you used his internet, you used his Xbox to play Minecraft most of the day instead of applying for a job. You went inside of his room without his permission all the time. Like, I recall you literally doing that. I was over there
Okay,
talking
my payments
with
are
Michael
all
or
set up
something.
properly.
And you went into his time and started...
And imagine, their house was living shit. Their dishwasher, disgusting. Their dishes, stacked high. I mean, disgusting. Absolutely. This type of shit. And I would actually keep that organized and take home.
And then he does huge, disgusting, all this blah 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 blah. And it was a little, but that's two dudes lived there, and they didn't always want to like play night. They're not like fucking maids, okay? Marry maids. But by no means was that part disgusting. It was not nasty. In fact, I have no room to talk. My apartment's I need to organize and maybe do
and do whatever they need to, even when I wasn't working. So I take high offenses, despite the fact that I didn't realize. I didn't realize this was in here. Look, it's actually well, surprise, motherfucker. So this is Jenny. Jenny is next to me. Isaiah, and then I don't remember. Sorry, dude, I don't remember your fucking name. I don't remember your name. I don't remember your name, motorcycle guy. You were very nice, though, and that's Julia. That's despite the fact that I was not providing my share of the rent at times.
So basically,
not all times,
this
but at
person
times,
is
especially when I didn't have a
horrible
job.
person. I try to give money when I can.
I made up in other
and
ways.
I hope I can get
and for
more
you to
with
go
the
on
tips.
and say that you stopped associating with us, like, we stopped associating.
I want to give as much as I possibly can. That's the I want to. I
we have
swear.
not associated with you for years because of what you did to us. So sorry if I trolled you a little bit in Repsion's comment section. Maybe instead of hanging out in a stream that you like to talk shit about so much, maybe don't apply for Merry Maids, but go for a different job and provide for your kid and stop spending 4 hours a day on a fucking live stream. So, I mean, speaking of boundaries, I mean, if my dog can ask before he sniffs someone's ass,
okay, good.
You have a fucking problem with boundaries, dude. I mean, I can give my fucking cat a crayon right now, and I will bet you $1 million fucking dollars that he can spell the word consent on a piece of paper before you can. So, again, before you come at me and say I'm crossing your boundaries, you crossed ours.
I finally set it up properly.
Okay.
I've been working on it behind the video, like that's why it's been this long. It's because typically I set up things, and I try to work on things on the video. So like now,
and in regards to
this video is almost over. So like
literally, again,
it's
I
just
have
me.
left you
I'm
alone
saving
for
the video
because
of
until
he
all of this stuff
requested it.
happened. The moment you
And he said I could make money off of it, so I'm trying my best to work on this
completely cut you off
behind the scenes.
Completely cut you out. We cut you out. It wasn't the other way around. So I mean, it's narcissism for me. I mean, I have a lot of narcissists in my life, but you're just the booger eating one.
So in terms of firebait lore, I believe that we're officially caught up to the max, but I just want to sue...
Open a Chime checking account in 2 minutes. We'll spot you up to $200. Apply now. Naomi's enjoying the sweet sound of earning and saving money on Vinted, with 0 selling fees and free shipping on all items. Don't wear it, sell it.
Double check. Oh, look at that.
For all you
They are live right now.
So let me show this thread here.
They're live.
Sissyology subreddit, which is a...
I wonder if let me see something here. I think I'm done streaming for today because that's all I had. I don't want to make my streams any longer than they need to be. What I want to check though, let me see here. Wouldn't it be funny if I see if I can do a raid? You guys want to do you want to see if we can raid trans firebait? I don't think it would work though because I'm blocked, so I don't think it will actually work. But I'm trying to see stream health, shopping, analytics, stream settings. I don't even have the option. Do I not have the option to raid? Oh, I didn't enable the raid option. God damn it. That would have been fucking funny. I'll have to do that next stream, see if it works. I think it would be really funny to raid firebait simultaneously, but I don't think that's gonna work because I don't have the thing enabled, so yeah, it's not gonna work. That's the stream for today, guys. 3 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you guys here, everybody who interacted, all the donations, all the 3 new members we got. I just want to say thank you guys. All right, I will be on. So what is the? Let me check my calendar. I need to check my calendar to make sure what day I'll be streaming. So next Thursday and Friday is July 2nd or 3rd. Okay. Next Thursday, July 2nd, I will be streaming. So next week, guys, I will be on my next live stream. It may be about firebait. It may not be. I don't know. But if you like the stream, hit the $sign, become a member of the channel, okay? You like quality entertainment? If you like video games, join my gaming Discord. Is linked down below. All my links are in the description. And I will see you guys next Thursday, July 2nd. Sound good? I'm also going to go pop some shroomies and then join my Discord for